Good morning. Good morning. How are you this morning? I am so thrilled to be here with you. And for those of you who are already up and with me, thank you for coming this morning. So, got a question for you. How can you, or you have asked me, how can I realistically integrate moments of peace into my hectic lunch hour or in the middle of my day without feeling guilty about neglecting my responsibilities or feeling like I'm wasting my precious time? And so that's why I'm here today on the meeting place to talk to you about that particular thing. I am so excited to talk about that because so often we beat ourselves up and we feel guilty about things that we really shouldn't. And I'm going to prove to you why. I'm Michelle O'Neill, your host and resident emotional wellness coach here on the meeting place this morning. So, you're asking yourself, how can you do this without feeling guilty? Well, first, let me acknowledge that feeling guilty about things like this, about taking time for ourselves, is normal and it's a very common thing. Now, I didn't say it's good or it's okay, but it is common. And most of us go through it at some time or another. But what I want you to know that being guilty or feeling guilty about this is actually counterproductive to our day, to who we are, and to better serving others. So I want to help you today to reframe that thought that self-care, taking care of yourself is a luxury. It is an absolute necessity. And I know you've heard me say this before. It's it helps our overall productivity and our well-being. And so if you really want to be more productive, girl, you got to take care of yourself. So, tell me, how many of you are struggling with this right here, right now? If you're thinking about everything you have to do today and how are you going to do any self-care in the middle of your day? And I'm telling you, we are talking today about making sure that we take these breaks, these necessary breaks, right smack in the middle of our day during our lunchtime. And I'm going to prove to you this morning that you can do it. So often, you know, just taking 3 minutes, 5 minutes, we don't see how we can do it. And we don't believe that those 3 or 5 minutes can be very effective in giving us that space that we need, in giving us that break we need. And so I want to just tell you a couple of ones that I think would really make a difference in your, like, mindful eating. You got to eat, right? In fact, what is it? It's your lunch break. So you're going to take a break to eat. I want you to do it mindfully. I want you to take your mind off of everything that needs to be done. And that orange that you peel, I want you to savor the smell of that citrus. And I love the smell of oranges. But I want you to just take a bite of that one section of that orange and feel the juices just burst in flavor in your mouth. Think about the smell of that orange. Think about the feel of it on your fingers, the feel of the oil as you peel the actual orange, and the orange peel oils get on your fingers, and how they last throughout the day where you can still smell that orange. Just like you savor that piece of chocolate, I want you to savor even your P&J sandwich. That's what I'm talking about. Just take those few minutes to really take your mind off of your work and off of the things that you have to do or the things that you feel that you should be doing, and just be mindful and savor the moment. Do you know that actually gives your mind a break? It removes you from the chaos that's going on around you and allows you to settle in and get grounded. And I'm only talking 3 minutes. How long does it take you to eat that orange? And if it takes longer, that's okay. Listen, I always also want to know if you can hear me because I realized I forgot to turn my mic on. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Take a second to do that. Now, I hope you can hear me better and I hope you didn't miss that about the mindfulness of eating. But if you don't have time to do that, or that's not what you want to do, or you don't have the time to, or you don't have the food to do that, but any food you can savor, I want you to think about a 3 to 5 minute meditation. So you're like, how can I meditate? Look, girl, you can do it with your eyes open. But what I'm saying is just get up and walk away from your desk for 3 minutes. Do it while you're walking. Go water. One of the things I do all the time is when I need a break, because I work from home, when I need a break, I work at home. Let's put it that way. When I need a break, what I do is I get up and I'll go water my plants, or I go fix me a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. But I allow myself to be mindful in that moment and to put my mind on something that is not work related, something that I don't have to do, or something that I don't need to do for someone else. And I give my mind a break from the norm. And so all I'm asking you is go make yourself a cup of tea. Go make yourself a smoothie, something that doesn't take hard concentration, but allows you to be present in another atmosphere or environment. Then let's talk about setting those boundaries. And you're like, how can I find the time to do that? Well, the thing is, make sure the people around you know, just like you would set an appointment for your work, set an appointment for yourself. This is my lunchtime. Maybe you don't have a half an hour, but you do have 15 minutes. And you say, hey, I'm not available from 11 to 11:15, or I'm not available from 11 to 11:30. I can get with you at 11:30, or I can get with you at 12. But right now, I am not available from 11 to 11:30. And keep it. There is nothing that important unless you're bleeding, having a heart attack. There is nothing that important that you can't take that half an hour for yourself. And you know what? If you honor yourself and you make it that important, and people understand just how important that is for you, they will honor and respect you as well. And if not, still keep your time. That's your time. I can best believe that when someone else have time, that they have something that they want to do, they're not going to break it. They're going to tell you, I don't have the time right then. So they're not going to break it for you, but it doesn't matter what someone else is do. It's about how you take care of yourself. Make the time, put it on your calendar, and keep it. You are worth it, and you deserve it. So I want to also talk about our quality over quantity. It's about those few minutes are dedicated, just few minutes, 3 minutes, 15 minutes are dedicated to your self care, and it significantly impacts your mental health and your productivity. You don't believe me? Let me tell you this: when you take that break to go water the plants, to go have a cup of coffee, to just sit there and gaze out of the window, when you give your mind a break, I want you to truly tell me, when you come back to do something that takes time, that takes your attention, that you need to work on, if your ideas are not better, if you're not more clear, if you're not more settled to take care of what else you need to take care at that time, is your attitude better? Are you not frustrated? Are you able to handle your frustration better because you did take that break? Are you no longer resentful because you did take that break? I want you to start paying attention to those things, how you change, how things change for you during that day, how you're better to handle the second half of your day because you took that break for yourself. I'm telling you, it improves your productivity, your emotional health and well being, and the way you feel about yourself. Because what you're telling yourself right now is, I am worth it. I am worthy. I matter. And when I take care of myself, I can better take care of you. So take that lunch break. I'm telling you, it is so important. Look, I'm not going to keep you here long. I just wanted to tell you to do this. Start it today, not tomorrow, today. And I want you to tell me in the comments what you did, whether it's something I told you or something you decided to do that's different. But I want you to take that break. And hey, if you want more ideas on how to take your lunch break, maybe you got to go out and run an errand. Hey, I have something for you that you can do while you in the line in the grocery store getting your lunch. Go ahead and go to the podcast, The Caring Corner, on your favorite podcast platform and listen to The Caring Corner. I have so many ideas for you on how you can take a break and make your lunchtime so effective and use it for other breaks through your day. Until next time, thank you for being here with me today. I am so glad that you came to find out how to take an effective lunch break. Until next time, take care. You're with Michelle O'Neill on The Meeting Place. Bye-bye.